We know what's at stake for Canada tomorrow. We play against a very good Panamanian team and one that has qualified for the next round of the Gold Cup. We know what's at stake for us. We will address the game in the proper manner, be very positive with the players as we have been all along, and the players now recognise what is at stake and how positive we have to be in the attacking third, and we will do all we can to get a successful result.
Mr. Miller, this is going to be your last game as manager, as Mr. Flores is coming up. So you're gonna have to show a good last game. Are you gonna play youngsters like you did the last time? So a lot of 18-year-olds and 21-year-olds. Is that gonna be the case tomorrow?
Well, it's kind of like the squad that we have, and at this moment in time, we had some senior players with the group, but through illness and injury, have already had to leave the squad. We've had 5 players that have had to leave the group, which has been very unfortunate for us. So it's actually sped up the process of the younger players getting more minutes possibly than they would have had those senior players remained with us. So but the young guys haven't let us down. They've been very positive. We may make 1 or 2 changes tomorrow for fresh legs. You know, and if we could ask that the temperature get turned down a little bit for tomorrow, would be very good. But we know that we have to be more inventive in the final third. Defensively, for the most part, Canada has been okay, but attacking wise, traditionally Canada has not been successful going forward, not been a very high scoring team. So we have to take every opportunity we can tomorrow, but we will try to mix the team a little bit more with some of the senior players that we may have in the group that are fit, that are healthy, and that's the problem that we have at the moment.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Gary first.
Yeah, Colin, 2 things. First, how's Marcus, and are there any ins and outs of the squad? Second of all, in order to get that win, you guys would have to get that first goal of the tournament. What has to work for you to get that breakthrough?
Well, with regards to Marcus, we'll be able to address that a bit more tomorrow, Gavin, because he's still day-to-day with his heel injury, and we're hopeful. We'll say at this moment in time it's 50-50 that he may be available for tomorrow. He will be a big loss to us for sure, because I think he's actually played very well for us in the tournament so far. The guys, we have to be more. It's easy to say. We just can't pull a rabbit out of a hat here. We have to have a belief and commit more players forward that desperately want to score goals. We know that I'm a big fan of Panama. I'm a big fan of how they play the game, the intensity, the organisation of the team. I'm a big fan of how I recently watched them against the United States, and they ran the United States very close in the World Cup qualifier. I'm a big admirer of the coaches and how they have the team organised. I think it's very good. So we know that we're going to have to earn every opportunity we can, but now our backs are against the wall. We showed great commitment to the game in Seattle on Thursday night. We have to do even more tomorrow in adverse conditions for the Canadian players. So, but we'll be going for the win. There's not a player who doesn't understand the consequences of tomorrow. My opinion will not change. Panama, whoever wears a Panamanian jersey, wears it with pride, and they are good enough to be with the Gold Cup squad. So, like we said against Martinique, who were supposed to be a terrible team by some sections of our media, they recorded a 1-0 victory. So we are in a position where we cannot possibly underestimate any opposition, and we know that regardless of who the opposition is, it's not about Panama tomorrow, it's about Canada and what we do and how our mentality is to try to get 3 points tomorrow. 1 point is no good for us. We have to try to be very positive and get 3 points tomorrow.
Sí, para Milan Borja. En septiembre hubo eliminatoria mundialista, se jugó en Canadá y luego en Panamá. Hubo incidentes en Canadá durante...
In September in World Cup qualifying, there was incidents with the fans in Canada and then in Panama. Is this like still fresh in the memory of the players that played those games?
No, this is just what happens in the game. I mean, we're all professionals here, so whatever happened. We go forward, you know, and we pick up our heads up and just go forward positively.
Milan, you still have a really new back four in front of you with David and with Daniil. How have you seen them sort of come together over the course of these two games, and what do you think they can do in front of you tomorrow?
Well, they're doing a really good job, actually. The whole team is doing a really good job defensively. We just got unlucky some goals. It's our own mistakes that we made, but like really, both games we played really good defensively, good shape, and we're just missing a goal. That was all. You know, I think when we score our first goal, the game's gonna go much easier. Guys gonna get more confidence and everything. But with David and everybody else in the back, I'm really confident with. So I'm looking forward to tomorrow's match.
Right here. Paul Crab, Post America. I don't know, pardon me if this has already been asked, sorry I came in late. With you all pretty much out of it, are you going to still play your full regular lineup as if you're still in this? Or are you going to experiment with your lineup a bit at all? Or?
I'm glad it was your opinion that we're out of it. Because it's certainly not our opinion that we're out of it yet, Paul. We will play to win 3 points more. It's a critical game for Canada, and our backs are against the wall, and we will do all we can to win the game tomorrow, because we're not out of it yet.
Sorry about that. I didn't say all but out of it.
But we're still not all out of it.
Any more questions?
Milan, how's the team feeling in between the two games? 0-2 so far, but you guys seem pretty positive still.
Yeah, well, you gotta push. We got a young team, we came here to play, to get some experience, for the guys. A lot of guys don't have this experience, so everybody's positive about. You gotta go from game to game, with a positive attitude and try to win every game. If you lose, you gotta put your head up and go forward.